Hi everybody, this is Nick from the mtgnoob.com with a video in a series devoted to new players of Magic the Gathering Online. In this video, I'll discuss where to go to find the right deck to play. The site I like to go to look for decks that are doing well on Magic Online is mtgo-stats.com. The thing I like about this site is that they compile all the decks that have gone 4-0 and 3-1 in daily tournaments and then give you a breakdown by archetype. So what this site is telling us is, for example, Delver, 30% of the decks that have gone 4-0 and 3-1 in the last 3 weeks in standard daily tournaments have been Delver-based decks. 21% have been green-red aggro, and you can see some of the other archetypes listed on the site. Another thing this front page tells you is the average price of those decks and some of the key cards that appear in those decks. So this is a good resource when you're starting out on Magic Online to come and you can evaluate what deck you might want to put together based on this data. So if you're looking to get real competitive and play in tournaments, you might want to gravitate towards some of the higher percentage decks, the ones that have done better in recent tournaments. Maybe you are looking to be a little more cost effective, so you can look at the prices, the average price of the decks, to give you a guide as to what you might want to play. Again, bear in mind that if rotation is coming, as it is now, you want to look at some of those cards and decide if it's worth paying for them, even though they'll only be around for a few months. There's a couple decks I'd suggest for the more budget-oriented. One archetype is Zombies. Zombies has seen a lot of success over the last several months. The core of the deck isn't going anywhere. It's Innistrad block. Most of these cards are going to survive rotation. A quick overview of what the different colors in the card names mean. Green text means that these cards appear in 80% or more of decks in the archetype. Orange cards mean they appear in 50 to 80% of decks in the archetype. And then the gray text names of the cards mean that they appear in less than 50% of the decks in the archetype. So this isn't a deck list. This is just giving us a overview of the cards that are seen most of the time. To see actual decks, you go over to the right hand side here and you have sample decks. So let's just go in. I think this one, this is a more or less stock red black list. If you wanted to go more budget conscious on something like this, you can skip the Phyrexian Metamorph, which is rotating anyway. You could play something like Bloodline Keeper or Cemetery Reaper instead of the Aristocrats. That kind of thing. You certainly wouldn't need to play the Bonfire of the Damned, which is a pretty expensive card right now. So you can play around with the list a little bit and find different options. And you can also look at these the prices, and these the prices I should mention are listed in tickets based on pricing for mtgotraders.com. So one of the cheaper zombie options is mono black zombies. So what they do is they've got the Bloodline Keeper in here, which is a pretty cheap card, as you can see. $1.12 for 2, so 61 cents each. And then it uses Lash Wraith as a finisher. It's kind of a nice card. It's also equipment, living weapon. These guys are rotating, but looks like you can get 4 for $6.50. So it's kind of up your own decision on whether that's worth it for the amount of time that's left in the before rotation. So let's back out here, look at another suggestion for the budget conscious player. Just jumping in now is some black-white tokens. A lot of these cards, again, are not rotating. A lot of them are Innistrad block. Hero Bladehold is a big card in this type of deck, though certainly don't need to play this card. Lingering Souls is a big one. This card's going to be around for a while. Midnight Haunting, spirit producing cards, Gather the Townfolk, to throw out some townfolks. One deck I saw in here that looks kind of interesting is 1664 to build this basically mono white deck that's splashing black for Vault of the Archangel. It's got all of your standard token producers. It's got some removal. It's got some token buffs and white creature buffs. Champion the Parish is a good 1-drop. Really the only cards in this list that are rotating are Honor the Pure, which you're getting for 26 cents each, and Mirran Crusader, which you're getting for $1 each. So again, it's sort of it's your call whether that's worth paying based on rotation coming up. I kind of like this one. I think it's interesting. It's certainly cheap, worth giving it a shot. So props to LOL Devil 123. If you want to build this deck in Magic Online, you can download the deck list and then upload it into the MTGO client. I'll go into that a little bit in another video. So again, I hope this video helped showcase a good option for finding a deck to play online. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know on the mtgnoob.com, or also please follow me on Twitter at Mr. Vigabool, and you can hit me up there with any suggestions for new videos or any questions or comments, or you can find me in the game as Random Dragon. And speaking of that, the mtgnoob.com has a new clan on Magic Online. We're putting together a group who wants to play Magic, talk Magic, get better at Magic together in a troll-free environment. So if you are interested in joining us, certainly let me know, and I can get an invite thrown your way. So until next time, this is Nick, and I will talk to you later.